What's going on, everyone? Today we're gonna be making, or actually tonight, we're gonna be brewing up a beer here. And this is Northern Brewer. This is a great way to, if you're brewing for the first time, it's just to get an ingredient kit. And it comes with everything you need. It's got the instructions on how to do it. You can go ahead and walk your way through this video. We're gonna do this one together. But first thing you're gonna need is your grains here. And you'll do your malt, this and that. And you'll put your hops at the end. And then you'll need your sugar, that corn sugar here, to put in your bottles of beer at the end to help carbonate it. But first thing we'll do right now, I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot before I get started on this. This is some bourbon that my good old friend Jim gave to me. So I'm gonna take this shot for him. Aged 10 years here. There we go. Whew. That is good. All right. First thing you want to do is get a bowl or put this in your sink, but fill it with hot water so it loosens it up. So when you go to pour this, it will pour out a whole lot easier. We'll go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you outside. First thing you want to do here is add 2.5 gallons of water. About half right there. I did say boil it. You don't want to boil it. You want to bring it up to 160 degrees. Once you get it there, we'll go ahead and steep our grains for 20 minutes. I recommend just getting a gallon jug, getting 5 gallons. You know you got 5 gallons for the whole brew process. Let's go ahead and crank it up a little bit. Bring it up to 160 degrees. We are at 165 right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off. And then I'm gonna add the grains. Go ahead and pour these into the little mesh bag here. See all that dust coming off. You might see on the camera. I'm gonna give it a little shake here next to it. Get rid of all that dust. That way your beer's not that cloudy looking. Just help out with it. Alright. Tie this in a knot and place it down in there. Now we're going to let that sit in there for 20 minutes. Alright, it's been 20 minutes now. I'm going to go ahead and drop this in and out of there a couple of times. Alright. Smells really good. All right, now go and put this to the side here. Get this rolling again. Now, let's bring this to a boil. Alright, as I'm waiting for this to boil, I'm going to go ahead and pour myself another shot. This is some really good bourbon. I'm feeling pretty good tonight. And we'll go ahead and pour myself a beer. This is Snake Dog from Flying Dog. And I'm going to go ahead and pour this so I have something to sip on. Once it starts boiling, you add that malt, you add your hops. You definitely don't want to leave it unattended. And if you do leave it unattended and you come back, you might have a boil over. And that's another reason why I bought this bigger pot here. It's actually a turkey frying pot. And it's, I don't know, you might be able to fit 8 gallons or more in there, but maybe 10 gallons. But anyways, that's the reason why I bought the bigger pot. So if you ever do have to go to the bathroom or do something, maybe pour yourself a beer, you have a little extra time before it boils completely over. But once it starts going up, it goes quick. But yeah, I already got myself a beer now poured, ready to go. Take this shot. And once we got some bubbles there, go ahead and add the malt. Cheers. Whew. This thing is boiling now. Nice boil here. Okay, so the next part now is we're going to add our malt. Here's the syrup malt here. I'm going to go ahead and turn that down a little bit. While I'm adding this, I'm going to be stirring it up the whole time. Turn it down a little bit more. Okay. Alright, here we go. Keep on stirring. This is a pale ale that we're making. I didn't mention that at the beginning of the video. You might have read the box and saw that. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of water maybe. I'm gonna get a spoon here and add some water to this and try to get the rest of that out of there. We have our dry malt here, golden light. Add this, stir it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and bring the heat up a little more here. Get this thing boiling. It's already kind of boiling, but you really get a nice rolling boil here. Alright, now once we get this thing, or once it starts boiling again here, we're going to add our first round of hops. And this is the Chinook hops. And once you add your first round of hops, this here is for the whole 60 minutes. So you want to set a timer for 60 minutes. And after 40 minutes, we're going to add the German Pearl. And at the very end, after we cut it off, we're going to add these 2 bags of Cascade hops. Now we just wait to see it boiling again, and then we'll add this first round of hops here. We are boiling again. Okay, we'll go ahead and add the first round of hops here. This is the Chinook hops. And, oh, go ahead and stir that up. And go ahead and set yourself a timer for 60 minutes. And probably set another timer for 40 minutes, or an alarm or something. And after 40 minutes, you want to add the German Pearl hops. And at the end of the 60 minutes, cut it off and add the Cascade. It smells so good. You can smell them hops. Turn it down a little bit. Okay. But now at this point, it's just kind of a lot of watching it and stirring it up. And turn it down a little bit more here. But just keeping an eye on it, make sure it doesn't boil over. It smells so good. It's been 40 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add the German Pearl to it. Alright, it's been 60 minutes. Cut it off. And now I'm going to add these Cascade hops. Stir this around. Alright, now I'm going to bring it inside and give it an ice bath. Got to cool it down. Alright, it's cooled down. It's at 80 degrees right now. We're going to go ahead and move it over into the bucket that's going to ferment in. Alright, here we go. This is always the messy part. That's why I added the towel down here. Try to help out. that hops. See at the bottom there, but that's why it kind of stopped. Don't do that. All right, I went ahead and I sanitized this little spatula here. Move these hops around and get this drained out. All right, it's about drained out now. Flatten it out a little bit. All right. Gotta sit this off to the side here. $75 degrees right here. All right. Now, next step is to add my yeast. Would be easier with some scissors, but they are not in the house right now. All right, sprinkle this all around here. Put my lid on top. I really like these Brewer's Best lids or buckets and everything. It's pretty tight and sealed off here. But all right, got my fermentation lock here, and there's a little fill line. It'll tell you where to keep it at, and I'm gonna fill it with some sanitizer water here. Let's put that down in there. Okay. And now the whole brewing process is finished. Now I'm just going to sit this in a dark room, probably in the closet, and let it ferment for 3 to 4 weeks. It's been a month now. It is ready to bottle up this beer. I got a clean bucket here. Got the bucket of beer, and I got clean bottles ready to go. And I've also got, for this recipe, it said 2/3 cups of the corn sugar and 16 ounces of water. I got that boiling over here. It's ready to go, actually. And now I'm going to go ahead and siphon off the beer into the clean bucket. Here it goes. That's what it looks like. Also, I got an auto siphon. I would totally recommend getting one of these. And place this down here. There it goes. Goes. And just be careful, don't touch the bottom of your primary bucket here. Try to keep it a little above it. And go ahead and dump my corn sugar water here to the mixture. Just a little over a gallon, maybe 2 gallons now in here. All right, I have it all siphoned off to the new bucket. That's what it looks like now. It's pretty dark looking in the bucket, but in the tube it was a whole lot lighter looking. Another great thing to have is this drying rack that I have. I just got it on Amazon. It was like 10, 12 bucks. Fits 24 bottles, but definitely a great buy and really helps out with drying these bottles. This is a nice little tool to have here as well. I forget the name of it, but basically once the liquid's running through, it stops. But once the stopper is pushed up like that, it will release the liquid. So a whole lot easier of just filling your bottles up with this than having it splash everywhere and whatnot. I'm gonna go ahead and hook this to the end. All my bottles are already clean. I'm gonna stick this. I'm gonna stick this down in there. Have it pressing against the bottom, and then go and pump this. Fills up nice and slow. That's what you want. And then it's about we want at least maybe about an inch or 2 inches of headspace there. And then the cap is already clean. I sanitized them. Put that on top. And it's sealed up. Now I just gotta wait 2 weeks and it'll be carbonated, ready to go. I'm gonna do that to another probably 48 bottles. I got a total of 46 bottles. And now we wait 2 weeks for it to carbonate. It'll be ready to go. All right, it's been over 3 weeks now. We'll go ahead and pop off the top here and try out one of these beers. A nice up close pour here. Real foamy. It's definitely carbonated. If you read the instructions on the recipe kit, it'll tell you not to stir up all the sediment and stuff. I guess all the mother of the beer on the bottom there. It tells you not to stir it all up. Try to keep it separated, but I like to go ahead and swirl it up, get it all in there. You see pieces of it falling down. Yeah, I love that stuff. All right, cheers. That tastes really good. I love it. Whew, that's really good, actually. Nothing like making your own beer. I mean, so satisfying in the end. I even got some deer out there in the field, some turkey running around. Probably can't see it on the camera, but it's a beautiful view right there. That is a flavorful beer right there. That was great. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, checking out another video. If you like more, please come back. Please like and subscribe. And thank you all. Have a great day. Also, if you haven't brewed beer before, the ingredient kits are the way to go to start off. That's how I started off, and now I have made some of my own recipes and just gone to the brew store and made a bunch, just grabbed some random things. And some have turned out good, some have turned out really bad, but it's all worth trying. So I'd recommend starting off with an ingredient kit, kind of get the basic steps. Hopefully this video will help you out with that as well. And then go to your local brew store and pick up some ingredients and try something out, all on your own. Yep. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe.